Welcome back, nerds and news hunters. Today we're going to test out Wrath of Sarisel, and we're just going to go through the skills here really fast. I'm using Annihilation with these modifiers and converting my frost damage here to shadow because I buffed up on occult damage on my character here, and I'm using the shout as well to weaken the enemies also, and I have the healing ability Bulwark of Dawn with these modifiers here. We're going through these pretty quickly because we're going to want to get to the meat of this video, because we are going to activate all the modifiers that we can so that we activate Wrath of Sarisel in a +1 veteran dungeon. Here you can see we're going to add these modifiers. Enemies have a chance to spawn weak enemies, and we are going to pick enemies have 5% weakness chance on hit. Enemies have 24% fire resistance because we're not using any fire spells, right? So we're picking all these that are working, with our build here, so that we won't get any bad modifiers for the current build that we are running, right? And we're going to accept the challenge of an extra modifier here as well, and going to go nuts here. Now, this particular build is actually really good for these lower tiers. I haven't got enough gear yet to go higher like this, because this is designed to be a group dungeon. But I'm doing it solo, as you can see, and taking down the enemies pretty fast, and it's a lot of fun because it is an extra hard mode for me, right? And I really like challenges. And as you can see on the shrine here, that we have the buff now from the shrine around the feet. You can see this swirling thing. That is because the buff is working from the shrine that we just did back there. I'm also in this video going to show you cursed chests, which is one of the things where you can get loot from doing these group dungeons. Obviously, if you have a group, if you have friends playing, you can go a lot higher, right? Because you can put in different kind of builds. You can get a tank and a DPS, and one that can help with healing and being a supportive for the others. So you can obviously go a lot higher when you are playing with your friends, right? But regardless of playing with others or not, it is pretty fun to actually go and solo this content as well. And yeah, I'm just having a blast with this, and also because I really love the victory screen at the end, and I love to see the loot that we have a chance of getting, right? And I tend to find better items as well when I play this mode, and yeah, I'm having a blast with this, guys. I can really recommend trying out Wolcen for now, because it is a lot of fun, and they have polished a lot of these things like animation cancelling, which will make your character move faster and being able to cast spells faster as well. And as you can see, I've got Winter's Grasp at my spell number 2, and I have changed that so that it will not freeze the enemies, but it will do shadow damage, because I am buffed up on occult damage, and a shadow damage is under the occult damage, so it is buffed up pretty well. And as you can see here, on the map right now we actually have 2 cursed chests, and we're going to do them, but later on here I'm going to show you when I use you see right here, I use my Shadow Nova first, and then I just burst the enemies down with the Annihilation spell, and it is really fun. You can take out a lot of enemies fast, and I just love this build. And I'm going to make a separate video on this build for you guys, so that you can see the passive skill tree as well for this, and yeah, then you can check it out if you want to try the build. It is working out pretty fun. It does rely on that you have a lot of force shield gear. Here you can actually see now that we have started the cursed chest, and we're going to take those enemies right here. And obviously after this we are going to see some loot from the chest. And the harder you do this, the better loot you are going to get, right? Because the magic find is going to be higher, which is harder, right? So now you can click on the chest and you can open it. And this is one of the way in these dungeons that you retain or get loot. So yeah, let's carry on to the next one and see what we get from that one. Here we got a bunch of yellow items. There's a pretty high chance to get even unique items and legendary items as well. So definitely go check this out, guys. It's really fun. Now let's see, we get a lot of creatures coming at us now. Right now we're doing a ton of damage to them, and they just keep spawning here. One of the modifiers was that once the creature dies, they have a chance of spawning even more creatures, right? So this is why in this particular dungeon we are getting extra creatures, right? So you have to be ready to deal with them. Shadow Nova here did the job on those two, so that's cool. Now, as you guys know, I'm also playing Diablo 3, and I have some pretty cool videos for the Necromancer. And but I must say, right after this patch came out, I'm kind of on a little break on Diablo right now because I want to play Wolcen, to be honest. And I'm having a blast playing this game because it's a lot more fluently. You know, before this patch came out, I was actually, I did play a lot of Wolcen, but I was getting a bit frustrated because there was a lot of bugs, and without the animation cancelling, you know, the frustration got even higher, right? Because a lot bigger, because you had to like stand away for the character to be ready to cast the next spell. And well, right now it feels a lot better when I'm in battle, right? And I can get out and I can do some stuff. As you can see here, it's pretty fast. Now I have one of the new mobs here just nuking me. You have to be careful with these. They can do a lot of damage to you. And yeah, as you can see, I rush in on these rares, and I use my shout to weaken them so I can get them down faster, right? And also when I use my Shadow Nova, I get an extra buff so that I will do extra damage, right? It will pick up my average damage on Annihilation Beam with almost 100 damage, so that is pretty nice. But I'm just talking now. But it's time to go and check out the boss soon. Let's just see here what we have. And one way that you can actually regen a lot of willpower is that if you, I always spend my potions to get my willpower back up, and then I kill off a lot of creatures, because when you kill the creatures, your flask will actually refill. So every time that you kill a bunch of creatures, the flask will refill at the bottom of the screen. So like, no, okay, right now we are on the boss here, and let's see how we do this. Devourer. Let's see if we can weaken him. Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I was not quick enough to get away from that, but we have 3 tries, you know, to actually revive and go at it again, so it's not a problem. Now we got the Devourer down. We just need to take care of the Alpha Sword here, level 24. And as you can see, he got quite a lot of modifiers, and he got me down right now here again. So we are going to we need to really kill this guy off now. This is the other modifier here, and we got him down. And let's see, now you can see the victory screen is looking pretty cool, right? We got a rank and as A. We got a bunch of rewards here. And you know, on a lot of the weapons there are actually chance. Oh, we got 2 creatures, let's get them. There's a lot of chance that you get an extra, so you can cast like an extra spell if you want to do some kind of weird build. You can get lucky and, you know, get the right piece of gear for a certain spell, right? So anyways, I hope that you like this, me showing up this run, and it's a lot of fun, guys. So just check it out, play Wolcen, and I will see you in the next video for some more builds. Okay, bye bye.